Dude, CoffeeZilla's freaking huge now. Off that... Wait, which Paul was it? I don't want to say the wrong one. Logan? Okay.
Today,
We can
but
watch
I
this
won't
too.
know if my plan works until the end of this video, because as I'm recording it...
Touching her
my
hair
plan
like a
hasn't really
monkey? How is that like a monkey? I'm just fixing my bangs, bro. What does that even mean? You think I'm like picking bugs out of my hair? Nah, dude. I don't have any bugs in my hair. Nope. What the fuck? Why do I look like that? Oh my god.
come together yet, so we'll find out what happens, but win or lose,
4K?
the point of this video is to
Oh my
tackle
God.
one of my biggest pet peeves, which is scammers calling out other scammers to make themselves look good. I guess the logic is,
What?
oh, I can't scam you, I call out scams. And what kills me is that it actually works. People fall for this all the time, and it drives
Do
me
you even
crazy.
have a 4K
So
monitor?
today, I want
I
to
don't
flip
know.
the script on one of these people and attempt to have a scammer call themselves out. It's like Inception, but for con men. We could call it Conception.
So what are
Dylan
these
Dennis is an MMA
scammers?
fighter famous for two things: cage fighting and not fighting KSI. But on December 23rd, he decided to be famous for a third thing: calling out the scammers. He writes in a tweet, "Damn, Logan Paul is a scumbag.
That's so. Wait, hold on.
Feel bad for everyone he scammed." Of course, I was gonna really disagree with
How we know CoffeeZilla's not Wait, true! Because that's what he
this,
does.
so the likes rolled in. But what Dylan doesn't tell you is he also has a history of scamming people on Twitter. And what Dylan didn't know is that there was a detective watching him. That detective was not me, actually. I wish it was me. It was my buddy Zach XBT on Twitter who said, "Damn, Dylan Dennis is a scumbag. Feel bad for everyone he scammed." And then Zach showed some tweets of Dylan promoting obvious scams, which then rug pulled.
Aren't all of
Now, I was going to kind of leave it there. A little nice Twitter dunk. But
aren't those
that
crypto
means
and NFT things always
deleted
scams?
Scam tweets
Or am I
are
just
the internet
crazy?
equivalent of roaches in your house. In both cases, if you
Roaches.
see more than one of them, there's a lot more you don't see. So I
Roaches.
reached back out to Zach and I said, "Hey, good tweet, but I want to find out how many scams exactly this guy has promoted." So Zach started digging through the garbage bin of deleted tweets, and we found out
Why do they
that
always
there
use
were
the
a lot
rocket
more,
emoji?
But I realized it was going to take Zach some time to get the results we needed. So we're
To
going to
the
go back to
moon.
him at the end of this video. But right now, I had a bigger problem, which is that to show this full scheme, I needed not only the number of scam tweets, I also needed to know how much he got paid for all this stuff, for these scams he promoted. So even after looking through the blockchain, I couldn't find anything. So I needed a social engineering approach to figure out how much he got paid. I wanted to trick
Okay.
Dylan into giving me the amount. The rough idea was to approach Dylan and say, "Hey, I created this dumb NFT project that's completely fake. How much would it cost for you to promote it?" He gives me an answer, and I have my price. But of course, I realized he actually
Wait, so
knows
did he
who I am.
did he give this
tweeting
guy
about my
money?
Crypto Zeus series, so I can't contact him directly about this. I needed kind of someone who could reach out on my behalf, who like looked like he would be serious about selling you an NFT collection. And that's when I thought of my buddy Oompaville. This is a guy who's actually really sweet in real life, but his
I need one of these hats.
particular profile on Twitter says
Pretender, thanks for
NFT
10
salesman
months.
100%. So I contacted him to contact Dylan on my behalf. And I told him to say, "Hi Dylan, I'm launching a crypto NFT platform called sour.gg and was wondering what your rate is for an Instagram story post or Twitter post for promotion. We can provide all the marketing copy. Please let me know as we're trying to launch relatively soon." Now, I guess as we wait for him to respond, let me explain that sour.gg, that website is not a real crypto NFT platform. Nothing in this video is a crypto or real NFT, so you cannot buy crypto from this. I want to be super clear as we talk about this. Not only that, the actual website we sent him to is just a landing page for one of Oompa's candy businesses, but it kind of looks a little NFT-like. There's like this little purple monkey thing in the corner.
True, why do they all
So I
look
thought
like
it would fool
that?
Dylan, and I was actually
Why don't they
right,
make them look
because
good?
Dylan immediately responds with,
The
"Want to do a tweet?"
NFT
And then
thingies.
I love this next part. What is it? I like the order of that. You know, like let's promote it, and then underneath it, what am I promoting? And it's at this point I realized that this is not only my chance to find out how much Dylan gets paid for all these scam promotions, it's also my chance to test Dylan Dennis. He says Logan Paul is so bad, he feels so bad for the victims, but let's see if he's so different.
What a good
So I
guy.
decided that this fake NFT project I would be pitching him was going to be just like CryptoZoo. In fact, to do this, I basically copied almost word for word CryptoZoo's white paper.
Does
saying
Emiru
the
respond to promotion the same way? Yes, all of my scam sponsors like Disney and Overwatch.
following. Sour.gg
You got
may
me.
appear to solely function as an NFT collection, but it's much, much more. Sour allows users to earn sweet tokens that are openly traded via a yield that is based on the rarity of a given candy NFT. But just in case you didn't think it was obvious enough, I decided to leave Dylan one last hint. I signed off with
I
a
thought about
nonsense
sending you one of
statement
those
saying,
hats, but it felt
quote,
a bit out of
"Come
pocket to
obtain
Emiru
fun
Dank."
friends, enter exciting zones, indescribably lush. Look out, adventurer." Now this is a sentence which means nothing unless you lay it out by the first letter of every word.
Okay, I gotta see the scam part. Am I an asshole for skipping in the
There
video?
were so many. So we added those to the website, but I'm sure many of you are also curious about, was here that the pressure really ramped up, because at this point I paid Dylan $1,000 and now we're just waiting for him to post. And I'm really worried that what if he reads the
I just wanna
document
see
in that
what
time and
happened.
realizes what's going on. But that's when Dylan
2
gave us
XP's more. Okay. I'm sorry.
information, which really established a lot for us. We got answers to most of our questions. First, how much he gets paid
It's
per
a
post.
14-minute
We also got an
video.
email address from
Look,
Dylan, which I
streaming made my attention span worse. And it also made me a bad person.
hope was going to link
Who
to all his
skips
other payments,
videos.
but I didn't give him enough credit here. Dylan gave us a brand new
No,
visual just for
TikTok
this
did.
transaction, which seems to imply that he probably makes
I don't
new
watch that
wallets
much
for
TikTok
every new
anymore.
deal he does, which is pretty shrewd. And at this point, I realized I had a choice to make. I could take what I learned, present it to you guys, and stop this little charade I had with Dylan and make my video. And Dylan would just keep doing this because his fans wouldn't know. Or I could try to teach him and his fans a lesson in a bit of a different way, which is actually pay Dylan to
Delicious
post a
new
link to our
NFT
fake
project.
But the twist would be, as soon as he posts that link, it will become a website dedicated to every scam tweet Dylan Dennis has ever done. And remember
Wait,
that
that's
this
kinda-
website is by Dylan Dennis himself to all of his fans.
Okay, never
directly
mind.
showing them
I'm
proof
glad I
that
watched.
He scammed them multiple times. And we'll figure out how many times again in just a second. But I first want to say, I thought about this a while because this plan has its own risks. I mean, the number one risk is that Dylan just doesn't post and steals my money. And then the number two risk is, well, what if he finds out we duped him and then immediately deletes everything? We don't get our money's worth. So to remedy that, because I really wanted to do this plan, was to structure the payment so that I paid him $1,000 up front, but didn't pay him the rest until he kept the tweet for certain periods of time. And to my surprise, he agreed to the terms. And so this is where I'm going to leave things with him. At this point, I have a lot of things to do before Friday, which is the day I told him this whole fake thing is launching. So I'm going to go do that and go get prepared for Friday. I will see you guys then. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you slept well.
Oh boy,
I didn't
it's
sleep much at all.
time.
We're working really hard to get this whole thing figured out. So I'm just in the apartment right here, and we're going to just get ready together here because I got a lot to tell you guys. We don't have time at the studio to get it all done, so I got to prepare you here. Let me just set the stage for you guys for what's happened since I last
What
recorded.
up?
Number one, we created soursinft.com, which is our actual fake landing page for the NFT project. It's got all these cute Candyland fake NFTs that don't exist. Now, the idea
Who said
is
they
this
were
is what we're
cute?
initially going to promote. And then I also created our little switcheroo website, which is just a website with all his previous transgressions. Now, I did talk to some people who were a bit concerned that maybe I hadn't fully been transparent with Dylan, that maybe I should be more transparent with Dylan about what's going on so he doesn't say I trapped him in this whole thing. So what I decided to do, just to make sure we cover our bases here, is I drew up a contract for Dylan to sign before this whole thing goes live. I'm going to be sending it to him. And in it, I lay the whole thing out. And this is what I meant by headwinds. This is where he probably will catch us. Because in black and white, I lay out our whole scheme right in front of him. So it literally says,
What?
like, you're going to be the butt of the joke. It says people aren't doing due diligence. It says that we're going to be switching the website to show his prior promotions. So we lay out the whole thing there. And what we're
You
really
didn't
banking on
read
is
it.
he's not going to read any of this. He's just going to see money and just sign it, which is the whole point of this entire thing. So I think it fits. Hopefully we don't end up sabotaging our own project by double checking, covering our bases here. But either way, that's what's going on. Also, ZachXBT finished finding all the scams of this guy. So we're going to go back to the studio and check those out.
Okay.
All right, I'm back, and we have the results from ZachXBT. He found over 20 projects that Dylan promoted
Wow.
and then tried deleting, where many of them were
Nice,
likely
thanks for 6
scams. It was
months.
at this point he just gave up looking for more because there were so many. So we added those to the website, but I'm sure many of you are also curious about what's going on with Dylan Danis. So we're going to go check back in with our liaison, Oompa, because at this point, the whole thing is set up, and it's all just resting on whether he does any due diligence or not. Let's see what happens. Tell us where we're at with Dylan.
So
I'm just saying I would have read that
have
shit.
taken the bait. There's one final step, obviously. We have to get him to make the tweet. You just sent $10 to him, right? Just to,
Yeah, I wanted to bait him so that we can send the contract, and he's going to be, like, waiting for the money. What now? I mean, is he responding?
He said, sounds good. And then shortly after, he said, got it, too, saying that he got the $10 we sent as a test for his transaction.
Now comes the actual moment of truth. We're about to send the contract. Oh, my gosh.
Sending it. All right, and then I'm sending the drive link.
I mean, we've sent the contract now. We're just waiting. We're literally waiting.
Dylan. Oh, I agree, bro. I agree. What idiot?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he agreed. And you might notice that we weren't actually able to use DocuSign and get his signature because it was experiencing outages at the moment, the actual website, but we were able to just have him do a written agreement in DM so that he agreed to our terms. And although it was very shocking that he actually did it, I have to be honest, it was here that the pressure really ramped up because at this point, I paid Dylan $1,000 and now we're just waiting for him to post. And I'm really worried that what if he reads the document in that time and realizes what's going on? But that's when Dylan gave us a lucky break, but also gave us a few curveballs. Okay, big news, boys. A little update. Ahead of schedule. By the way, my heart, like, I cannot take this. I was already telling Oompa, I was like, we have to just go forward with this because I'm not ready. I cannot take all the suspense. And Dylan texted us, hey, should I just go ahead and tweet? So we're just going to say yes. Go ahead and tweet.
It's refreshing now, I guess. See what he says.
There's been so much work that goes into this. You guys didn't see this off camera. Dylan starts talking about, where's your community? So we have to whip up this community from nowhere. Our community doesn't exist. We had to create a Twitter profile. We had to buy a bunch of bodied followers.
An hour ago, it didn't exist.
I don't think I've ever been so excited about something in my life.
What the hell?
He tweeted.
I can't believe he did it.
He actually did it. He just tweeted it.
What an idiot. I can't believe it. What can I say? He promoted a tweet which literally spells out in first letters the word scam. I hope this has been highly educational for you guys, that most of these influencers do zero work vetting these projects, contracts, and NFTs. If you enjoyed our work, please consider becoming a patron. High-effort investigative journalism like this takes a long time and a lot of setup, but I think you'll agree it's worth it. I also want to give a big thanks to both Oompaville and Zach XBT who helped me pull this off. Please
Good thing no one on Twitch shills crypto or NFT.
In the future. Am I agreeing to be the butt of a joke?
Right,
And of course,
guys?
the answer to that question, when you're shilling NFTs, is
Nobody,
always yes.
right?
So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Right? Nobody except for Zach from my chat. I actually can't think of anyone. No one that I watch does that. Someone said I do it for a living. No, you do not. No, you do not. When's the merch coming? I'm still waiting on the oh wait, that reminds me. I can show you guys the new version of the